Sportowe emocje pod koszem zapewnia Anwil, sponsor strategiczny klubu.
Dzień dobry, a właściwie dobry wieczór. 18:37 jesteśmy w siedzibie firmy ESEN w związku z akcją Esencja Drużyny. Przeistoczona nazwa. Pierwotnie była to drużyna 30-lecia i dzisiaj wyjątkowy gość. Zanim go przedstawimy, chociaż wszyscy kibice już wiedzą, kto tutaj u nas był, przebywał przez kilka dni. Witam Ciebie, Hubert. Wyjątkowe okoliczności.
To jest ta niespodzianka, którą Michał szykował.
To jest ta niespodzianka, którą szykowałem. Hubert Hejman, dyrektor klubu, będzie dzisiaj w roli nawet nie tyle co gościa, ale też współprowadzącego. Ja mam taką nadzieję.
No, parę historii z Gerrodem z okresu, kiedy byłem kierownikiem drużyny. Pamiętam, o nie na pewno zapytamy. Mam nadzieję, że Gerrod będzie równie rozmowny jak wczoraj, kiedy podpisywał kibicom autografy.
I Gerrod Henderson.
Yes, sir.
Nice to meet you here.
Nice to meet you also.
Without any big introduction, what can we say? A legend, one of the legend of our club history.
And I'll accept that gracefully. Thank you.
Gracefully.
Yes, sir.
Gerrod, we started with this interview with a question. If you could turn back in time, 2008, when you were leaving the club, leaving the organization, you couldn't imagine that you will get back here one day in the future, within 10, 15 years.
For sure, for sure. Man, you want me to tell you how that came about?
How do you feel right now with this? And in this context, being here 14 years ago.
Yeah, first it's an honor to be here, I'm grateful to be here for the opportunity. Thanks for all the fans for voting for me to be a part of history, So it's been an overwhelming experience for me, all the fans been showing me a whole lot of love that I'm grateful for. And I didn't think like that I would ever be able to just come back to Anwil like that, But me and Huey had a conversation, kind of like WhatsApp a little bit, So
do you remember when it started?
It was more so like, I don't know, like when Putin invaded Ukraine, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so when he invaded Ukraine, I'm not like into politics or nothing like that, I just thought that, pardon my French, it was fucked up, what I'm saying? Like they just going in, and like from how I see, from what the news show us, like, in America, right? They just going in there like killing the Ukrainians, trying to take over everything like that, So first thing came to my mind, like I played in Ukraine also, so I got friends, and like one of my good friends, Jenny, like I reached out to him too, like just to call, to see how they was doing. And amongst that, like they say all the Ukrainians was coming to Poland, like coming across the borderline to Poland, that Poland was kind of like at its capacity or something, And like first thing I thought, like, let me call my man Huey, because he one of the guys, like I still had the number, not call, but I just sent him a text message, And just to be exact, I just tell you what I said, yeah. And that was like March 24th, 2022, right? So I was like, what's up, Hubert? I hope all is well for you and your family, bro. Been watching this shit out in Ukraine, how Putin is killing all the innocent Ukrainians. Love how my Polish brothers and sisters are helping the Ukrainians. Let me know if you're okay, bro. Be safe out there, Just checking on you, Huey. So like that was the initial, The
ignition.
Do you know that you were the only American, and there were plenty of them, playing for 30 years, that carried so much and sent any kind of message asking if we are okay. So that meant a lot for us. I shared this message, I think via Twitter, so everyone saw.
For sure.
You still remember us?
Yeah.
Like these fans remember you.
Yeah, man, it's love though, And even while I was here, bro, like, first, like, the organization was good to me, So, like, that's why it just came back to my mind, like, how good y'all was. And then how I left, on that note, We'll talk about that a little bit later. But I just wanted to make sure I reach out to you and make sure y'all was good, And come to find out, the whole community just, everybody doing things. Like the shirt I had on for the camp, Make basketball, not war, Like, Huey told me about that too. Everybody trying to contribute and help, all the Ukrainians get back on track, So, yeah, but that's how that came about, though.
So do you remember? I showed you one picture. I showed you the picture from our hall from our office. I showed you what we did. There were coaches, top 3 players, and I posted you a picture with you averaging 18.5, saying that you were chosen by us, by the club, as a top scorer and our little Hall of Fame. And from that point, we had an idea to do the Hall of Fame event, because we knew we didn't celebrate 30th season. We wanted to celebrate 30 years of Anvil in the top league, and we thought about idea who to invite, whether the players that played the first game, which we did actually for the first game. You remember I told you you need to wait, and then we organized this poll for top 10 players out of history, and you asked me do everything so I'm in that top 10. Remember that?
I should be in the top 10 category, you know. And then you even reflect
when you saw this message from Hubie.
Man, at first, like, he told me verbally, you know, he was like, we did it 5 years ago.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, for the 25th anniversary. And like,
it was like a game for fans mostly. Not so serious.
So the game kind of came to reality, you know, especially after we talked, because you told me, like, I kind of helped influence it, you know. He was like, after we talked, he was like, yo, I'll go, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, he said, like, the 25th anniversary, we spoke about that a little bit, and he was like, they did the voting, and they pick you to be like the #1 point guard back in 25, right? Exactly. And then, like, I think, like, you sent me the numbers or something, you know what I'm saying, if I could remember correctly. And I looked at the numbers, I was like, man, like, they mess with me, you know what I'm saying? It's love, you know what I'm saying? So then he was like, oh, gee, wait, we don't know, we're gonna do it again, you know what I'm saying, for like the 30th. So, like, we don't know if you're gonna be the #1, you know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, bro, like, let me know, you know what I'm saying? Then he was like, would you still be interested in coming out, you know what I'm saying? I was like, sure, you know? And then he called me back and he was like, bro, they voted you to be the best point guard for the 30 years, you know what I'm saying?
Actually point guards, actually guards? Guards?
Just point guard. It's like a point guard position, then it's a shooting guard position, right?
We did different way. We did guards, forwards, centers.
Gotcha.
So that's why, you know, people chose Igor Grishchuk, Andrzej Pluta. They were both scorers. You as a point guard and Kamil as a point guard. So actually they chose two shooting guards and 2 point guards.
Yeah.
Which means, you know, and you know all 3 of them. Actually, you played with Pluta.
Yeah.
You were coached by Grishchuk, and you had chance against Kamil in Warsaw. You remember? He has 6 steals that game.
Yeah.
You think he stole you one ball?
He probably got me 1 or 2 times, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, things happen, you know what I'm saying? But I'm sure we won the game.
Gee, how
do you remember who won the game?
I think Anvil.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Yeah. But it's love, Camille, you know what I'm saying? He's a dog right now. He's on the national team, everything, right? It's love.
This word love is being repeated all the time by you right now during this period here in Włocławek.
Yeah, because, like, that's what I feel, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how, like if somebody pinch you, right, and it hurt, right, or somebody punch you, right, like, you can feel the pain, right, in reverse, right? Like, I feel the love, like, it's genuine, you know, it's not forced or nothing, you know?
We even tweeted today that G is in the house, love is in the air.
Word, I like that. Love is in the air.
Yeah, that was a song.
Hear the voice, yeah, I can hit that song for you, but yeah, man, it's love though, you know?
Can you describe how do you feel when you think about what happened yesterday, what happened 2 days ago, since your arrival here?
Yeah, like, it was like just a surreal moment, you know, like, I couldn't have pictured it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just overwhelmed by emotions, you know, like I told Huri, you know. I sweat a lot, I perspire a lot, you know what I'm saying, but I was just more, you know, I wasn't even playing, but I was just like anxious, you know what I'm saying, overwhelmed, you know, kind of anticipating the moment. And then, like, when I went around the corner, but first, like, when I went around the corner of the gym, you know, and, you know, I just saw everybody, you know, like, it's crazy. But the halftime part, like, when I was up there in the middle of I probably haven't been in front of a crowd like that in, you know, about 8-10 years, you know, last time I played. So I was kind of nervous, but it felt good though, man. I appreciate them, you know.
But you remember what happened Friday? That was your first day. Actually, you arrived Thursday, but Friday morning we went to some place, and you have something that will stay with you till the end of your life. Can you show that maybe to the cameras, because maybe not everyone knows.
Yeah.
What kind of?
I think I could do it without taking the mic off. Yeah, so like we said, like when we first, first we already had planned this, you know what I'm saying? So we had talked on the phone about when I come here, you get my itinerary, everything. And once I knew like he was serious, he like, yo, we're gonna have you a ticket, you know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause he like gave me like maybe like 5 different dates to choose from, you know what I'm saying? And I figured that like December 3rd was the best day for me, you know? Give me time to get back home, you know, get everything straight before Christmas or whatever, right? So he called me, he sent me a message, WhatsApp, like, it's official, G, like you let me know, we got your ticket, this here, that, there. So I was like, to show my love back, you know what I'm saying, to Anwil, you know? I'm a tattoo guy anyway, right? So I was like, man, I'm gonna get the logo, you know? The Anwil logo, you know? And then he responded, you know, like, you know, the logo is different, you know? I'm like, yeah, I know. I see like the dog on there. I thought it was a bulldog at first, but he was like, nah, that's Roddy, you know what I'm saying, the Rottweiler, right? So I was like, man, I'm gonna get a tattoo, you know, a tattoo artist, you know? So he wrote me back, you know what I'm saying, I think a day later, you know, here he always on top of his business, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, man, yes, I got a dude like to say he'll do your tattoo for you. So yeah, shout out to my guy, Mr. Adam 23. Y'all know Jumper. On the TV, No Jumper, they call him Adam 22. Adam 23, Mad Dog Studios, he did my tattoo. You know what I'm saying? Of the basketball card, the Hall of Fame basketball card. I don't know, can you see it? Or you want me to put it somewhere, you know? So he did, I just want to shout him out, you know what I'm saying? I really appreciate him for that.
This tattoo is from your first season here or second?
This right here is from the second season. Yeah, I was kind of more, you know what I'm saying? That's how you know. But yeah, want to shout out again, you know what I'm saying? Mad Dog Studios, the best tattoo artist in Włocławek.
So we can say that Huey took care of you, like
he
did in the past, 4 years ago.
For sure. If it's one person in Poland, like I could count on, like that's my boy Huey. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, though. That's my boy, you know. Like even when my family was here, you know what I'm saying? Huey always took care of us, you know. If like. I think like my oldest daughter was the only one out here, Kennedy at the time, you know? So like if anything ever happened, you know what I'm saying, they need something, like he never procrastinated, or I never felt like he procrastinated, he always was there.
G, is there any specific moment, game, action, in your brain when you think Anwil Włocławek? First thought. What is this, Super Cup game? Any other specific game? Any action? Any big
I would say winning the Super Cup, but because my memory fails me so much, right? So I always like, sometimes I go back and like just look at the YouTube videos, you know what I'm saying? Like, and like what come to mind was like the other little kid, right? He was shooting the ball, right? And then like I'll block this shot, and then I'll block this shot again, and then like when he walked off, I was just, you know what I'm saying, like just me mugging him. So like that's just the first thing that come to mind. But then like it'll be the Super Cup, because I think that was my most prominent moment playing here. You know, it's like the biggest stage, you know what I'm saying, that I had the opportunity to play on and that we won, you know. So yeah, the Super Cup, and that team was stacked too. You know, it had Procom, right?
Yep.
It had Travis Best,
yep.
DeJuan Wagner.
Yep.
And Milan Gudovic.
Milan Gudovic as well.
Yeah, because like we could not stop Yevgeny Spiga, the 7-foot kid, right? Yeah, like we couldn't stop Gudovic. He had like 35 points that game. Travis Best had 14. Wagner had 19, you know?
They started the game 25?
Yeah, the 12 or 13.
I think they were beating us by 15 just at the beginning.
It was like 25-12 or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, they was on. Gudovic was killing.
Yep.
But we stuck with it though, you know what I'm saying? It ain't how you start.
Did it happen? How did it happen? How do you remember it, that we got back to this game and we finally won?
Yeah, like I can't remember play by. Yeah, I can't remember like play by play, but I'll just say like it was collectively, you know what I'm saying? Like I just think like we just kept clawing and kept fighting all out through the game, you know what I'm saying? I just remember that Gudovic was on though, you know? Like I tried my hand at him, because Bartek, our defender, you know? He was giving it to Bartek, you know what I'm saying? So I tried my hand at him, and he was getting buckets on me too, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, he's a EuroLeague player, you know? But at the end of the day, like, we beat their ass though, you know what I'm saying, in the long run, you know? And Koshardik, he was balling that game, you know what I'm saying? He was carrying us on his back. I think like I finished with 24 points and Lucas finished with 24 points, you know.
Zbigniew Białek 23.
Huh?
Zbigniew Białek 23. 24, 24, 23.
Zibi.
Yeah. Word. Yeah, I remember him. I just followed him on Twitter too. Yeah, so that's probably the second biggest moment, you know what I'm saying? Oh, and then like the third biggest moment was, and if my memory serves me correctly, we played Turo, you know?
Christmas game.
Word, yes. I was gonna say like right before we got ready to go home, you know what I'm saying? And they was like, if we win, like we can get an extra day, you know what I'm saying? Cause it's hard in Turo, you know? This is my first time playing there, only time playing there, you know? It's a small little gym, you know what I'm saying? But like all the fans be there, so it make it look like, you know what I'm saying? It's a crazy atmosphere, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I remember that. I think we beat them on the road down there, you know?
Do you remember how you beat them? What circumstances? You remember?
I remember the party that was after this game because you got extra days off and we were traveling back and we stopped at one place. There was not only dinner. There was something more, but again, I don't want to hide. Yeah, I want to be professional. Some beers, of course, you know, to celebrate the victory because, as you mentioned, that was big win,
game.
win.
I don't remember
It was by
that.
2 points, and you were scoring free throws at the end of the game.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, for winning it.
Hey, but listen, I'm gonna be able to refresh my memory soon because here we gonna make sure I get all the tapes from the ULO Cup, the Euro Cup, so I'll be able to refresh my memory on that though. But yeah, but all right, since you want to bring about free throws, right? And he refreshed my memory anyways before when we was in Germany, you know what I'm saying? But like I remember it in Frankfurt, yeah, in Germany, in Frankfurt, right? But I remember we was playing the Skyliners, you know what I'm saying? Now, okay, I'm an American, right? And I like to eat like a good breakfast. So every time we go to Germany, right, they got the buffet. You know the buffet, right? The American buffet, right? I get the eggs, I get the bacon. Anyways, I get everything, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how I love going on the West to eat that little breakfast or whatever, you know? But with that being said, we was in the middle of the game, at the end of the game, and I got like, I went for a shot, right? And I got poked in my face or in my eye or something like that, right? And like the referee was like, and plus like I was tired or something, you know what I'm saying? And like I really couldn't hardly see, you know what I'm saying? Now I could have shot my free throws. I'm a scorer, and I'm one of the most confident persons it is, especially on the basketball court, right? But shit, I was kind of blurry, you know what I mean? Let me tell it, you know what I'm saying, with the eye of the wink, you know what I'm saying? But I looked on the studio, you know, I saw little number 10 sitting over there. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So I told the referee, man, I can't shoot the free throw, like we got a sub, you know what I'm saying? And they put Dre in, you know? And you know Dre knocked both of them down, you know what I'm saying? So like that's my little Frankfurt story.
Nice Frankfurt story. Nice Frankfurt story.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. We were surprised. We were down by one, and that was something that again never happened later on. That someone asked for sub, pretending he's injured, right? It is just being smart, right?
But that was a situation when their coach made a mistake putting 6 players on the floor, something like this.
Yeah, there was something like this as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
They got some
that's exactly it.
technical fouls or something like that. Yeah.
But that happened after. That happened after that I got hit, because I was like, Dre, and I pretend the whole thing because Dre the best free throw shooter, you know what I'm saying, on the team.
Can you
And it's
reveal
all
a few
about-
stories, you know, about your competitions with Andrzej Pluta? Because
Practice.
Oh, like in practice and stuff?
Practice,
Yeah, like I'm an alpha dog, and you know, like Dre, he an alpha dog also, you know, meaning like I want to win, you know what I'm saying, like Dre want to win, you know what I'm saying, so I see like he like the best shooter, you know what I'm saying, probably in Polish history. I don't know everybody, I just know Dre, you know what I'm saying. To me, he the best Polish shooter, you know what I'm saying, the best 2-guard or whatever, right? So like, and he don't even jump when he shoot the ball, you know what I'm saying, he just like this, you know what I'm saying, but he make it, you know what I'm saying, so we always used to have like competitions, you know what I'm saying, free throw shooting competitions. Like first, like he always stay after practice. So like I'm not gonna let nobody like outwork me, you know what I'm saying? So if he gonna stay like 10 minutes, you know what I'm saying, I know I can stay 8 minutes, you know what I'm saying, get my extra work in also, you know what I'm saying? And I always been like that, but he always stay and shoot free throws, so like we'll stay and compete on free throws, you know what I'm saying? And of course, like He'll beat me in free throws. So like with that being said, like majority, like when I first started playing basketball, right? Like I'm more of a scorer, not a shooter, right? A shooter is a skill, right? I didn't possess that skill. Like I can shoot, but like I just know how to score, you know what I'm saying? A variety of ways, right? But after like just compete with Drake, cause like we used to do the 3-point shooting contest too, you know? And like he used to beat me. I remember this, you know what I'm saying? Out of 10 times, he probably beat me when I first got here, you know? Cause I started winning at the end. You can ask him too, you know what I'm saying? Or making it real close, you know? But he used to beat me like out of 10 games, he'd probably win 6 games, you know what I'm saying? I win 4 games, so I'm a sore loser. So, you know what I'm saying? I just got better as a shooter, competing against Dre through my career, you know?
G, we gonna meet on the sofa, Andrzej Pluta. We gonna ask
Soon.
Yeah.
soon because he's our next guest.
For sure.
So, if you're lying now,
Nah. Dre gonna tell you the same thing. Maybe a little bit different, you know, it's been 13 years ago, you know what I'm saying? But for sure we used to compete. And I'm telling you, he got the upper hand, you know what I'm saying, in the beginning. But at the end, you know, I feel like I prevailed and started winning, you know what I'm saying? He wouldn't beat me 6 out of 10. I probably was winning, you know what I'm saying, 6 of them, and he was winning 4. But shout out to Dre, man. You a legend, bro. I'm more than honored to play with you, bro. To me, like I said, you the best shooter in the whole Poland, you know what I'm saying? And they play for Anwil, you know? And I got to shout out my other boy, too. I ain't had a chance to talk to him. Lucas Krashardik. That's my guy, you know what I'm saying? I always like playing with Lucas, bro, you know what I'm saying? Because when I do start at the point guard, you know, I'm trying to organize, see everything, you know, get my man Dre involved in the game. Number 7, I forgot how to say his name. Respect, you know what I'm saying? Try to get everybody in the game. But then when Lucas come in, like I could just run free and focus on scoring the ball. Because, you know, he got that bounce in his step and he going to hit you like in the pocket, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, you know, who else? Oh, Bartek, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Bartek. It's all love. Who I'm forgetting, man?
You told us unofficially before that you are in contact with Alan Daniels.
Yeah, I be talking to Alan Daniels. Well, I'm not as much in contact with Patrick Okafor, but we done spoke a couple of times.
He also still lives in Houston.
Yeah, he live in Houston too. Yeah, he live in Houston also. But shout out to Pat, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Alan Daniels, you know what I'm saying?
Alex Dana?
Alex, he live in, I think he is in
Utah?
Tulsa, Oklahoma, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he from Tulsa. I think he's in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Yeah.
Gee, there were great moments, but also there were also let's call it Azovmash moment.
All right.
This first season. That was a game that was supposed to be a game against Górnik Wałbrzych. This team is no longer playing in the highest division, and you didn't pack for this game. You didn't depart for this game. You didn't take part in the bus ride to the city of Wałbrzych.
Yeah.
Why? We know why, but
I mean, if you look at the end results, right, like, I love Anwil, you know what I'm saying? At the time, I gave Anwil everything I had. And, like, I was, like, young then, you know? Like, I was chasing the money, you know? I thought, like, it was all about the money, you know? So we had played Azovmash in, like, I think, like, a Euro Cup game or ULIP Cup game. I can't remember, you know? And like the first quarter, I was going crazy, you know. I had like maybe 19 points, 21 points.
no, that was away.
No, it was a away game, you know what I'm saying? I think it had Azovmash. Yeah. And like I had like 19, 21 points. You gonna be able to get that video for me, right, sir? My God. But I was killing Azovmash though, you know what I'm saying? Azovmash like a big money team, you know. My man Rodney Biffle was playing over there at the time. And my agent had a connection with them, you know? So, like, he called me like, yo, after you play good like that, like, I could get you a bigger contract, you know what I'm saying? So, like,
there were rumors that you were offered triple more money than you got here in Włocławek?
Yeah, so I had to take the opportunity, you know?
Just simply.
Yeah.
But to reveal one story that will be interesting for the fans, we got at that time the highest buyout ever in club history. So that was also really big impact to our budget.
Yeah,
decisions were made.
For sure.
And I think like both sides could be satisfied at that moment from what happened later on. You won the championship with Azovmash.
Yeah.
And we finished where?
Quarterfinals.
In the quarterfinals because the next point guard that came
wasn't at your level.
Wasn't at your level. So like, at least one person was glad at the end of the season, right?
All right, but then like at the same time, right, like we both took the money route though. You know, like y'all took the buyout, you know what I'm saying? I took the buyout, you know what I'm saying? We left with like mutual feelings. You know, it didn't go y'all way at the time, you know? It went my way, like you said, I won the championship. But now like we can switch on over to the next year, right? The following year, like I came back to Anvil, you know what I'm saying?
How long it took? I mean, your agent's call, because it was probably your agent's call that, hey, Azovmash wants you, till the final decision, till the final solving of the situation.
Man, when he told me the numbers, you know what I'm saying, in my mind, you know what I'm saying, it was done in my mind. Like, I was trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you know, I was young, man, I was trying to chase the money, you know what I'm saying? Like, so when they told me the numbers, you know what I'm saying, and shit, we started just talking, me and my agent, like, all right, we can go this route, like, we can go that route, you know? Because he was saying, like, we don't think, like, they gonna let you go, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't think they gonna let you go. Like, they feel like y'all could win the championship this year. It'll be our first championship, this or that there. But then, like, me being young and not understanding the business, so say, right? Not understanding the business, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, like, I ain't gonna say I took it personal, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, if I could go get this and better my family and me, like, they don't care about my well-being, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I was trying to, like, just work any kind of angle, you know what I'm saying, to try to go get the money, you know, like any man would do, you know.
Was there any moment later that you regret?
Not that year about leaving and getting the money. Like you said, like I got like, I don't know, 3 times more than what I was getting here at the time, you know. And then like I went there and like we won the championship, you know what I'm saying. So it seemed like the sky was the limit for me, you know. I had other offers from like big teams like Greece, you know what I'm saying, Israel, you know. And then my agent, he called me back and he was like, well, the money was kind of similar, you know. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go back Anvil, you know what I'm saying? Cause I felt like, you know what I'm saying, I could make, you know what I'm saying, make things right and shit, you know what I'm saying? But, you know.
Understandable.
Zmago Sagadin was your coach the next season, and it was hard. Can you remind a few stories with that coach?
For sure.
He stayed only for 4 games, but the preseason, you remember, was hard as hell.
Hardest shit I ever did, boy. All right, first off, again, like shout out Smago, you know. He's a Slovenian coach, right? So like he a legend in his own right, you know what I'm saying? In Croatia, Serbia, Slovenia, like all over Europe, you know, Poland and everything, right? So shout out and respect Smago, you know, but man, dog. And like, I don't think Smago was like, I think like that was just his personality. That was just how he was though, you know? I don't think it was something personal against me, you know what I'm saying? I think like he was just trying to get the best out of me, you know, like to get me in the best shape. I think like he just went about the shit the wrong way, you know what I'm saying? Like you just keep pushing and pushing and pushing me and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like I almost died out there, so.
What do you mean?
All right, so when I first arrived in Poland, right, so I've been preparing in the summer, you know, I just came out of championship, so I took the first summer off, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the first month off, you know what I'm saying? Then the next 5 weeks, I was preparing, you know what I'm saying, to get in shape, you know what I'm saying? So I came over here in shape. I felt like I was in shape, you know, at home I'm running, gunning, you know what I'm saying? We winning games, you know what I'm saying? We running 3 miles, you know what I'm saying, every day, every morning. Shit, I get over here, boy, I weigh like, 100 kilos. 100 kilos is 220 pounds, right? I weigh 100 kilos, right? Feel like I'm in shape. Man, Smago, the first week, I lost 20 pounds, 2-0.
20 pounds in 7 days.
6 days. I ain't practiced the following Sunday. I couldn't. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was about to die in this, bro. I'm telling you, I was like cramping everywhere. Like my fingers was cramping.
Like you were
I was catching cramps in my jaw, bro. I'm serious. I don't know if you remember. I was catching cramps in my neck like this. I was just super dehydrated. You know what I'm saying?
But not only you, probably the whole team. It should be like you only.
What'd you say?
I'm saying that it shouldn't be only you. Probably the whole team was like this, or not.
I remember Miloš Paravinja and Stipe Modric, both Slovenian guys, took by Smago. they were attracted by good contracts offered by us, and they regretted
Very soon
decision
come and play
that
with
they
us, Marco.
came back, because, as G mentioned, it was really hard. I remember you mentioned me yesterday. He was threatening, like calling your agent, that if during a week you want progress, right?
Yeah. I was gonna get to that. But like I said, like I don't think like it was just personal on me. Like that was just Smago. You know what I'm saying? His style, you know what I'm saying? He hardcore, he old school, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, bro, like I was 220, you feel me? And I lost 20 pounds in 7 days, bro. Like sometimes I couldn't even eat, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I could just drink water, you know? And like you can't, I didn't have a relationship with him like that, you know what I'm saying? Like he said, I forgot the other kid name, the other two Slovenian kids, Skip and I guess they could talk to him a little bit, because Skip was a national team player too, right? The other guy.
Right.
Yeah. But for me, son, like, I remember he was taking me to the doctor, bro, you know what I'm saying? And I had to get like an EKG. And back then, you know, they had like the EKG, like the suction machines, you know what I'm saying? You got to pump them up, you know what I'm saying? And they took my weight, bro. I was 199. Well, actually, I lost 21 pounds, you know what I'm saying? I was 199, about to die. And they gave me like IVs, you know what I'm saying? A little vitamin C, try to shake me back, get me back healthy or whatever. And the doctor told me to take like 3-4 days off, you know what I'm saying? And Smago was like trying to get me to practice the next day, you know what I'm saying? For real, you know what I'm saying?
You won 12 games in pre-season. Remember? 12 games in the pre-season. No loss.
Yeah.
Oh, word.
But the first game of the season, it was the first loss in Kołobrzeg.
In Kołobrzeg, yeah, where Andrzej missed the three-pointer
Open three-pointer.
in the corner.
Watch it. Is that like a white and blue team?
Yeah.
In a little gym? Yeah, I remember that. Like not vaguely, but I remember the gym though. Kołobrzeg, I remember that. I think my man JJ Montgomery played on that team too. Yeah, I remember that.
So we lost 2 games out of 4, and there was a replacement of coach. Igor Griszczuk replaced Smago Sagaric, big legend of Slovenian basketball, was replaced by a big legend, but as a player,
Yeah.
Igor Griszczuk. What kind of relationship you had with Igor? He barely speaks English. I had to translate everything between you and him, but how did you like it?
Yeah, it's love for Igor, man. Like, first, like, you know, it's a universal language, you know? Like, we don't have to speak English and English to understand one another, you know? He a high-level basketball player, you know, that, like, I looked up to because I knew about him when I got here. But like I said, we had a good relationship, you know what I'm saying? We had a good relationship. He was cool, you know?
Unfortunately, after...
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about
it.
Yeah, you mentioned
You're open book.
It's allowed.
He said
that you didn't regret the moment you were sold to Azovmash, so-called sold to Azovmash, but you regretted the season after.
Yes. Like I said, you know, like the first season, like Azovmash offered me the money, you know, I'm trying to figure out a way to take care of my family, I'm chasing the money, you know. And then like I factored all of that in my decision to come back to Anwil, you know, I could have went Greece, Russia, Turkey, you know, I had options, France, you know what I'm saying, but I chose to come back to Anwil after me and my agent at the time, Eric Fleischer, you know, and Anwil gave me a good contract too, you know what I'm saying, and all right, man, let's just talk about it, you know what I'm saying.
Arthur is showing us that we need to do a little break.
All right.
To make some water break. Zatem wracamy po krótkiej przerwie i jedziemy z tym chyba najciekawszym tematem, co Hubert? You said that we can talk about everything.
I said let's talk about it.
The second season issue.
Yeah, I don't got nothing to highlight. My life an open book, you know. It happened, you know what I'm saying? So you want to talk about it? We can talk about it.
Yeah, we want to talk about that. I think that every fan is right now very strongly concentrated on what you are going to say. What happened, Gerrod? Just simply, what happened?
All right, man. You know,
anti-doping control.
Yeah, anti-doping control, and they jammed me up. You know, they just popped up out of the blue. You know what I'm saying? And they got me. You know, I went into the restroom. But they didn't give me smoking weed though, like the test. You know, They didn't. The Dope Control didn't get me like with THC, you know, with cannabis. Like the Dope Control, because I had a back injury, you know. My lower back was messed up.
That season?
Yeah, even in the previous season, you know, I had a lower back injury. So in the summertime, I was going to the doctor and I was using Floribine pills, you know. It's a waterway pill, you know. So like that's what the anti-doping control got, you know. So it doesn't say THC. So when I got suspended, that's why my suspension was like 3.5, 4 months, you know, because of the Floribine, you know. So I think like if it was THC, I probably wouldn't have had to be suspended for like 4 months, or like had to go to another league, you know. But because it was Floribine in my back, you know. Now I was smoking. I smoked like 2 days before, you know what I'm saying? The game, you know, I was just stressed, you know what I'm saying? I was stressed. So like I wasn't just sitting out here like just smoking, you know what I'm saying? Like I do in America, you know what I'm saying? Cause like, all right, like in America, bro, like first like it was my fault, you know what I'm saying? Like, so like I apologize to the Anvil fans, you know what I'm saying? Cause I feel that like we could have won the championship that year, you know what I'm saying? If I could have, you know, just followed all the rules, kept it professional, you know, didn't make that mistake. I felt like it was a minor mistake that led to be like a major mistake, you know what I'm saying? Cause like that hurt me to my core, you know? Huey, you know, bro.
Yeah, I had occasion to translate, I think the hardest conversation for me personally, because like there was G with his family, with his wife, kids. Okay, kids didn't realize what really happened, but President Polatowski, me as a translator, and maybe you won't imagine, but all of us were crying, like him, President, me, his wife. That was, you know, kind of.
It was an emotional moment for us, you know what I'm saying?
Because everyone knew was going to happen. And
yes.
What has to be the solution to the situation.
But more so, I think that like we knew our expectations for that season, you know what I'm saying? Like, so like we figured that like we could win the championship, like I stated, you know what I'm saying? And now like this happened, you know what I'm saying? So it was like a disaster, a miserable situation, you know? So like when I first was informed about it, you know what I'm saying? Like I try to be like strong about the situation, you know? I don't cry about nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't be crying, you know what I'm saying? I try not to cry. But shit, my feeling was I was just overwhelmed, you know what I'm saying? Like with anger, you know what I'm saying? Just disappointed, you know? Like I disappointed myself, I disappointed my wife, you know what I'm saying? My kids, my mom back at home, you know what I'm saying? But not just there, like I disappointed the organization, you know what I'm saying? The fans, and you know, like Polatowski was my guy, you know what I'm saying? Like to keep it a bean, you know, 2008, like that was my dude, you know, like even with like Smago, like he tried to like cut me off the team, you know what I'm saying? Cause I was, cause like he had like almost killed me, you know what I'm saying? Through the physical part, you know? But like Polatowski, like he was like, yo, we're gonna give him more time, like 4 more days, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna be okay. I don't know it like verbatim, you know what I'm saying? But he's like, he's gonna be okay. And shit, I just felt bad about all that, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we was sitting in the office, you know what I'm saying? And like everybody was talking and like I was just like trying to be normal at first, remember? You know what I'm saying? Just trying to be normal, you know? And then like, shit, the reality set in, like, bro, it's over with, you know what I'm saying?
How many games you played after that anti-doping control until your last game?
Oh man!
Because the club was waiting for
sample B.
Yeah,
sample B. Because in anti-doping there's sample A, and they're waiting to confirm if sample A was positive. Then I think we already knew sample A was positive.
Yeah.
But we were still waiting for.
We was hopeful that B wouldn't be the same. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh no, I think I played like 3-4 games after that though. You know. I'm not really sure though, you know.
But we knew which is gonna be your last game. That was in Kwidzen with Tony Whedon versus you.
Yeah.
And you were so highly motivated that game. I remember like
wanted
you and
everything.
him scored 30 points each of you.
Going at it.
And that was like.
Cause he was like an NBA guy too, so I kind of like, you know, try to take it personal, like I got game too. Or better yet, like this my area, you know, the NBA, your area, like this my area, you know. But it was just two competitors, you know. Shout out to him too. It's all love.
So after this sample B, you had to pack, you had to get back to the States. What did you do?
Man,
in first period after this.
Yeah, first after we left Champion Arena, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in the back of the car crying, you know what I'm saying? Sad, mad, you know what I'm saying? Just like frustrated, you know what I'm saying? Shit, me and my wife, like, we just crying. You know, like, you know when you fuck up a good situation, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, but after that, I went back home. I regrouped, you know, got my mind right, you know what I'm saying? Talked to my family, you know. Made amendments with everybody that I need to make amendments with, you know. And that's like my mom, you know what I'm saying? Spoke to my brother, some of my good friends, you know. And like, shit, we just got back in the gym, started back working, you know what I'm saying? And I went to Lviv. That was my first time going to Ukraine, you know. I played in Lviv.
There were 2 leagues, I think, right?
It was 2 leagues. It was Ukrainian league, then it was it was like an under league, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You could play that other league, right?
I could play the other league. Yeah. Now, you know, I'll go back to Lviv, right? Like you said, it was 2 leagues in Ukraine, right? So I was playing in Lviv on that team out there, you know. And like we won, we did good, you know. I brought them up to the second, to the first division Super League in Kyiv, right? And then from there, like I got an opportunity to go to Budavelny in Kyiv.
G, that your, let's say, fault, your mistake.
Yeah.
Did you regret more? Did you regret much because maybe you had some kind of bigger motivation after this first Azovmash case? You were coming here for the second time. Did you have some extra motivation to prove everybody you can stay for a whole season? You prove everybody you can achieve something special here in Włocławek? And after what happened?
Yeah, that was the goal, you know what I'm saying? Like to come back and help the team try to like, you know, compete for a championship. That was the goal, you know what I'm saying? So now, like shit, I'm gonna be honest with you, like I wasn't miserable more so because of that, you know what I'm saying? Like I was thinking about like my family, you know what I'm saying? Like will I get another opportunity, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the first thing like came to my mind, you know, like my livelihood, you know what I'm saying? That was the first thing, you know what I'm saying, that came to my mind, like what I'm gonna do now, you know what I'm saying? And then secondly, I was like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Fucked it up, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, bro, you know, like we all make mistakes, you know what I'm saying? We all made mistakes in the past, and in the future we all gonna make more mistakes, you know what I'm saying? So if you ain't living with regrets, bro, like you ain't living, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I got things I did in my past in my life like everybody did, like I regret doing, you know, but as you see, like I didn't make that mistake no more, you know what I'm saying? Like I learned from that, you know, so.
Yeah, we make good decisions because before we made
bad decisions,
ones,
you know,
right?
and then like the decisions that we make, like it make us the people that we are today, you know what I'm saying? So.
Hubi, that was in your conversation, WhatsApp conversation, that G wrote something like he should have ended the career in Włocławek? End the career in Włocławek? There was something like this?
No, I said for me personally, like looking back in hindsight, you know how like when Azamash gave me the money, right? Like I was just looking at the money, you know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't looking at like the business of it, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't looking at the organization, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't looking at like the fans, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't factoring in everything, like the money overrid everything for me. You know, so like looking back at things like hindsight 2020, you know what I'm saying? Like Anvil is the best organization that I was a part of. You understand? Like they pay the money on time for you, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, they just take care of you, your family, you know what I'm saying? Like
the only shit we had was the red cars with
and
listen,
bro, I'm telling you, I was
we
riding
apologize, but that time we didn't have
but hey, look,
such a nice
what that was 13
like
years ago. I was riding that thing like it was a Bentley then, though. I wasn't even playing. I was in that mud like this right here. But I was cool.
And it was frozen inside the winter.
Yes, all the time.
So we apologize, G.
You
had at least weight-lift room before the practice?
Had everything, bro. Champions Arena, everything was good, you know? And like with that being said, like it's the best organization, you know, the most professional organization like that I've been a part, you know what I'm saying? I put that number one. I also played at Hammer for him They was really professional also. Just going through the professional teams right now. And then after, I'll say like, you know, like fan-wise, you know what I'm saying? So it's Anwil and then Hammer Farm, like professionally. Can't say Red Star, you know what I'm saying? You know you play in Serbia, Red Star, they don't be paying your money like that. But by the grace of God, you know what I'm saying, they paid all my money, you know what I'm saying? I just had to wait a month, 2 months, you know what I'm saying? But the lifestyle in Serbia was just, it was fun, you know, a lot of Americans out there, you know what I'm saying, the party life, so, and then you getting money, so like you could wait a month or two, but, so it's Anwil, Hammer Farm, Budapest in Kyiv, because I tore my Achilles in Kyiv, you know, like in the championship series, you know what I'm saying, against Donetsk. And like I feel like we would have won the championship there too, but like I tore my Achilles. So it's Anwil, Hammer Farm, Budapest.
So we are top of the top.
Yeah, irony not real, you know what I'm saying? I was out there like 2 months before I hurt my back.
There is a nice story with connected with Hammer Farm. Do you know your first game in Champions Arena?
Hammer Farm?
First career game in Champions Arena.
Nah.
You don't remember?
Oh.
Hubie?
Yeah, you played in Hammer Farm versus Anvil. That was ULEB Cup game.
03-04 season probably,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken. That was a game here.
No one noticed you that time.
I remember.
Nah,
I can remember.
my God, come on, Huey.
Listen, there is a story. Anvil won that game, 78-70, something like this. But there is a funny story. You started the game with a triple, and you shouted into the stands, the fans, and it was over for you. You did nothing that game.
Oh, yeah?
Nothing else.
Dang, I need to see that footage. But that sound like me, though. I make a bucket, I'm like,
Yeah, that was the first bucket of the game.
Yeah.
It was
And
triple.
that was your first season abroad.
I think so, yeah.
No,
That
no,
was.
second.
Second.
No, my first full season. Because
Yeah,
I
you
went
started.
to Greece from January to May, you know what I'm saying? That was my first full season.
Yeah, that was a triple, 45 degrees, and later you shouted at the fans like,
Nah. You gonna get that footage,
nothing
buddy?
else.
You can get that?
We will get you that video. I guess.
will try to
guess,
have it.
Mr. Andrzej, our fan who was waiting for you yesterday, the whole evening, wearing a Santa Claus dress.
And we danced together,
He's
right?
got all the games, so he will help us.
Gee, I think there is one detail I would like to ask you, because fans for sure would like to know, what are you doing right now? What are you doing for a living?
Oh,
What do you do daily?
yeah, I'm just living life, you know what I'm saying? Like living a retired life from a basketball player, you know? So, I work in the school system, you know?
School system.
Yeah. I'm a behavior technician.
Once again, please.
I'm a behavioral technician,
Okay.
you know? So,
I don't think we have such a position in Polish educational system.
yeah, so like what I do is I primarily like work with behavioral kids, you know, like that's going through things, you know, and it's called like a BSC class. So for instance, right, I may have like, I don't know, 7 to 10 kids in one class. While the teacher there, I just monitor the kids and like I just take anecdotal notes about their behaviors. And once I take all the notes for the week, I send it to our BCBA, and like that's our behavioral specialists and stuff like that. I send it back to them, and then like they'll come up with a plan to help the kid. Maybe like the kid is hyper or, you know, et cetera, ADAD or, you know what I'm saying. Then like we just try to get help to help them be able to focus more in school and stay out of trouble, you know. So that's what I do primarily.
Very
And
positive
then-
job.
Yeah, man, I love the kids, and then like I'm a youth pro basketball trainer, you know, so I be training kind of like Dre, kind of like Igor, you know what I'm saying, same difference, but other than them, like I be having teams. So last year I had a 6th grade team, I had a 7th grade team, 8th grade team, 9th grade team, and a 10th grade team, and you know we play AAU, you know, and the name of my program is Check Me If You Can.
We know that brand.
Yeah, so we get a bucket on them like that right there. We look at them and say, yeah, check me if you can, you know? So like we kind of like just starting up, you know, like I live in a big city in Houston, you know? So it's a very competitive city, all angles, you know what I'm saying? So we do pretty good though.
Do you like your life? after basketball retirement?
Hell yeah, I love life. You know what I'm saying? You know, I feel like it could be, you know, it could be better, like anything. You know, even when I was playing ball, you know, at my apex, you know, I always felt like I could do better or it could be better. So I feel like, yeah, my life could be better. You know what I'm saying? But I'm 44 years old, man. You know, I'm healthy. My kids healthy. My wife healthy. You know, I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? And like I look at it like being rich is just not financially. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like I'm loved. You know what I'm saying? My kids, my family. You know, my son go to Tulane University, play football.
That's great.
Yeah, number 92. You know what I'm saying?
We can follow, yeah. If
Yeah.
anyone likes American football, then
Yeah,
another
follow my boy.
Henderson is going to
For
have
sure, man.
bright
I
career,
do big
right?
things, man. Yeah, you know. He at Tulane. He doing good. They just won. Tulane played UCF. They won the conference just last night, you know. So and then my oldest daughter, Bailey Henderson, because my son is Gerrod Henderson Jr., you know. So he named after me. That's my little sequel. And then Bailey Henderson, she's a senior at Spring High School. And if y'all like volleyball, she's a phenomenal volleyball player. She's also smart, you know, so she got like maybe 10, 15 offers to go to school to play volleyball right now. We're just trying to figure out which angle that we want to take. And then I got my little 5-year-old, Callie, you know what I'm saying? She run the house, you know. She tell me what to do, when to do it, how to do it. Dad, come on, Dad. You know, so yeah, man, life's good, man. I wouldn't trade it for nothing. So I feel like I'm rich, you know, other than financially, you know, and I'm not doing bad financially, you know.
That's great summing up. Or Hubie, do you want to?
No, it was really nice, you know, to see you again here. The greeting that I had at the airport with you.
Yeah, it's genuine.
I think, yeah, it's like I think the most popular movie with me, you know.
Yeah, but before we cut it out, man, like me, bro, I just wanna, like I said, you know, like first, I just want to thank God, you know, for loving me and blessing me and giving me the opportunity to fly back over here to be amongst a great group of people, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though with my mistakes, you know, in 13, 14 years, like it's proof that, like, you know, you can move past your mistakes, you know what I'm saying? Like the fans still accept me, I accept them. And I had a warm welcome in coming here, you know what I'm saying? I really, really appreciate them. And hopefully, like, you know, I'll try to come back in the summertime. I'll talk to Huri, see if we can put together a little basketball camp or something, you know, for the kids. But it's all love, man, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, like this one of the best times of my life right now, you know what I'm saying? Because I always want to be where I'm celebrated, not tolerated. Anwil, cheers.
Yeah, thanks to G's visit, we've got new what?
Sign?
New sign with A letter. You were trying to put.
Not only two fingers, but
Nah,
there
you
is
gotta put,
something.
You know, you gotta make the A right there.
Can you show the camera?
Yeah.
Kciuk, proszę Państwa, tam jeszcze kciuk jest pomiędzy palcem wskazującym a środkowym i on robi tą kreseczkę w A.
Nah, man, and the whole city doing it. You feel me?
We'll try to make it spread.
Yeah, why not, man?
Trademark.
Trademark. Let's do it.
Okay.
I got Shopify for everybody to get the Anwil. That's your boy, man.
G, one more question.
Yes, sir.
At the end of the story, because I started the interview with question, if you could turn back in time, once again, if you could turn back in time, what would you say? What would you say to your younger self 20 years ago, 18 years ago?
Man.
He's asking difficult questions.
Nah, ain't nothing difficult about it. Like, you know, like what I tell myself is that, like I say, if you ain't living with regrets, then like you ain't living, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people sit here and say like, oh, I wouldn't change nothing because like that make me the person that I am today, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'll reconstruct a few things, you know what I'm saying? And I think that like it would have worked out a little bit better for me. It would have put myself in a better situation, my family in a better situation. Shit, we would have won a championship, you know what I'm saying? If I could have like go back and change things, you know what I'm saying? But with that being said, I can't change nothing. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? And shit, I'm finna live my life to the fullest, you know?
Living life to the fullest. That's great.
Yeah, they say you only get one life, right? But I disagree. You live every day. You only die once. Think about that.
And that's the great conclusion. Thank you for your time.
Yes, sir. 3.
3.
My boy with the color.
I can't do this.
Wow. Yes, sir.
Dziękujemy bardzo.